We have a great show for you coming up today. It is Fleet Week. We have the Fisherman's Wharf representatives in telling us all about the fun and some new spots you can watch the air shows from. Plus a goodie box that takes the best of Oakland's small businesses and puts them in curated gift boxes. How the creators are celebrating the city they love. And KRON4 recently celebrated our 75th anniversary. We're taking a look at how new graphics and sounds honor our station's history while welcoming in the future. And we're tasting some delicious salsa today. See if I can get through it without tearing up. Kuali is here turning up the heat. I can't wait to taste it. There's so much happening today on Live in the Bay. Hey, thank you for joining us today. Welcome in. I'm Rachel Maurer. Hope you all are having a great Thursday. There's so much going on in the Bay this weekend, and the weather is finally cooling off. Great weekend ahead for all of us. We're going to kick things off now with In Case You Missed It. Google is out with its list of the top 15 Halloween costumes this year, and a Beetlejuice character is topping the list. Shrunken Head Bob is apparently the most searched for costume in 2024. Amazon, eBay, and Walmart all have similar versions, selling for about $60. Another Beetlejuice character, Dolores, the soul-sucking bride, came in at number 4. And everyone's favorite Olympic breakdancer, Raygun, is the second most popular costume. The third most popular is Catnap. That's a character from the popular horror video, Poppy's Playtime. Well, you've seen the store shelves stocked with candy. Americans are expected to spend $3.5 billion on Halloween candy this year. It'll be even more expensive. A report from Wells Fargo says that's because of the shortage of cocoa beans. We now have a package hopefully we can take now.
Remember Tile? They were one of the first Bluetooth tracking tags. Now they have 4 new products and hope to stand out in a world of Apple AirTags and Android trackers. These are the first new Tile products since the company was acquired by Life360. Tile Mate is $25, has a 350-foot range, plus a 3-year battery you can't replace. Tile Pro is $35, has a 500-foot range and a battery that lasts a year, but you can replace it yourself. Tile Slim slips into a wallet. It has a 350-foot range with a 3-year battery you can't replace. Finally, Tile Sticker is small enough to stick on an item like a remote control. It has a 350-foot range and a 3-year battery you can't replace. The big difference here is that Tile runs its own tracking network based on the millions of phones running the Life360 and Tile app. That's good because it's cross-platform. Your trackers will work no matter what combination of phones your family or group has. It might not be as robust as Apple or Google's Find My networks, but in my tests, I was able to see the trackers on a map even when they weren't nearby. There are also extra features, like a built-in button you can use to find your phone, or call for help using an SOS feature. One downside, these trackers can be more secretive than Apple or Google, because your phone won't alert you if a stranger is using one to track you.
All right, good idea there. Hey, in New Mexico, something very cool is taking to the sky. The 52nd annual Balloon Fiesta has lifted off in a display that absolutely stuns every single year. So when you go to this event, they tell you to wake up before the sun so that you can see the balloons when they take off with the sunrise. And this year they were a little bit late to start as there were high winds, but all is well that ends well. The balloons made it up before the sun did, and the visitors travel from all across the world to see this happen. One person even drove from all the way in Indiana 1,600 miles to make this trip work. So going to the Balloon Festival is something I've always thought would be so fun to do. This story got me to thinking about how so many people have unique travel experiences and how fun it would be for all of us to share those. So that leads us into today's question of the day. And our question of the day today is, what is the most unique travel experience you have ever had? You can scan the QR code on your screen or head to Instagram or Facebook at Live in the Bay TV to answer. And I thought long and hard about this one. My favorite travel experience has been going to Alaska. So I went ice climbing, I used the ice picks and the whole thing. I was with my mom. We had ice shoes on with like little claws that go into the glacier. And then we had a beautiful breakfast on top of the glacier afterwards. So that was my favorite travel experience. You can send yours in, scan the QR code. That'll be up on your screen, and we would love to hear your answers. For now, we're going to check in with John for a look at our forecast.
Well, today continues a trend of that cooler weather we've been enjoying. No longer that high pressure ridge, the dominant force here. In fact, a low is helping to steer the jet stream our direction. And ahead of that, a trough brushes right past the bay towards the weekend. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, it does mean that areas north of the bay are actually going to be getting some early season rainfall. Take a look at this Saturday, 7:30 a.m. right here. Showers stretching from Mendocino and northern Sonoma counties on up to the Oregon border. Now, of course, it's Fleet Week weekend in the Bay Area. Will these showers interrupt you? And it's looking like the likelihood of that is very minimal. Whereas Mendocino and Eureka do see a good amount of rain, San Francisco and surrounding spots may just have a drop of water or two, so absolutely nothing to be canceling plans over. As for today's daytime highs, staying in the 60s in San Francisco today, pretty pleasant and pretty seasonable day. Bring the light jacket out to the coastline with you, a modest sea breeze and nothing too terribly foggy this morning. As we do move into the afternoon for the rest of the Bay Area, those 70s to 80s will continue with Palo Alto a nice 76, San Jose down into the upper 70s. The East Bay even looking at 70s for some of our inland spots. Dublin and San Ramon only at 78 degrees for your highs later on today. Vallejo at 74, while Santa Rosa right at 80 degrees. Let's look ahead. Forecast remains pretty steady. In fact, getting even cooler as we move into next week.
All right, John, so glad it is finally getting cooler in the Bay. It feels so much better than that heat. Still to come, it is Fleet Week, and we are honoring some of our nation's finest service members. The Fisherman's Wharf is here telling us about all the fun happening throughout this weekend. And later on, we are tasting some delicious salsa. Kuali will be here sharing the perfect pairing for their salsa. That and so much more is when Live in the Bay returns in just 2 minutes.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale ends Tuesday, up to 50% off store-wide, no interest for 18 months and no sales tax.
What begins as a small water leak can cost you a fortune and damage to your home.
Flow by Moen detects and displays even the smallest leak. In the event of a burst pipe, Flow shuts off the water to your home to prevent any serious damage.
Our home insurance company required us to install Flow by Moen.
And we're really grateful to have it because it gives us the peace of mind that when we're away, our home is safe.
For a limited time, get $175 off installation of the innovative Flow by Moen. Go to mcplumbing.com.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Do you know what can get your friends to vote this year? You can. Because when people are encouraged by friends like you, they're far more likely to vote. So use your power. Ask your friends to make a voting plan at votevotevote.com.
I'm your retirement fear, but don't be scared. You're still in pre-tirement.
Does that mean I have more time to plan?
Precisely. This is pretirement.org.
This isn't scary. I'm doing it.
Welcome back in. It is such an exciting week in San Francisco. You may have seen all the moving pieces along the Embarcadero in the last few days. That's because it is Fleet Week, and Fisherman's Wharf is one of the best places to get in on all of that fun. Joining me now is Cecile Gregoire, Director of Communications for the Wharf. Cecile, I practiced your name so many times that I couldn't say the word after it, but I think we got it all settled.
We did, yes.
Cecile, thank you so much for being here today. I am so excited. It's so cool to see everything getting set up and starting for the Fleet Week this week along the Embarcadero. Tell us about the Fisherman's Wharf a little bit.
Yeah, so Fisherman's Wharf, as you know, has come a long way from a bustling commercial fishing hub to becoming the world-class destination that it is today. It's a vital part of San Francisco and has great potential for growth, and the Fisherman's Wharf Community Benefit District is working very closely with the Port of San Francisco and all of our community stakeholders to revitalize the area. We're really focusing on preserving the neighborhood's charm, supporting our fishing industry, providing more public access to the bay, and making it more inclusive and welcoming for all.
Wonderful. And it's so fun there. I remember going as a kid to visit San Francisco because I grew up in LA, and we would come up here and kind of see all the Fisherman's Wharf things, and it's just changing all the time and becoming newer and better all the time. A really exciting thing happening this week. We have Fleet Week, of course, which is exciting for so many reasons. First of all, we have our nation's military there, which is so cool, and we definitely want to honor them. The Blue Angels will fly.
Incredible.
So Fisherman's Wharf, right, is a good place to see all this happen.
Fisherman's Wharf is the place to be for Fleet Week. We've got so many things planned, and it will be buzzing with excitement. Obviously, this is a special time for San Francisco. It's our way to honor and acknowledge our service members. We've got the Pier Party at the Wharf concert series happening at 2820 Taylor Street on Friday and Saturday from 3 to 7. We also have the Navy Band, the Southwest Navy Band, the Destroyers, performing at Pier 39 at the Embarcadero on Friday and Saturday. And we also have a really special performance on Sunday from 12 to 2 is the Naval Sea Cadet. This is a group of 25 young individuals between the age of 13 and 17. They're going to play different instruments, play some patriotic tunes, and some crowd favorites that will have your toes tapping.
Very cool. It sounds like that Fisherman's Wharf has put so much effort into this, and that's very cool to make it a super special event. We talked about Fleet Week some, but I also want to know about other things going on at the Wharf, and you told me that there are some new pieces in play there that people might want to come and check out.
Yes, absolutely. We are so excited to unveil our brand new Fisherman's Wharf Promenade. It stretches from the historic Ferry Arch at Pier 43 all the way to Musée Mécanique at Pier 45. This is a collaboration between the Fisherman's Wharf Community Benefit District, the Port of San Francisco, Street Plans, and Savills, international architecture, engineering, and planning firm. Together, we're bringing more amenities and activities near the SkyStar Wheel.
Wow, very cool. And we just had the picture up.
Yes.
I know that there are seats out there, and there's like, is that the pavilion?
Yeah. We have pergolas, playful seating, spinny chairs, loungers, lush planters, native greenery. It's really beautiful, and I really recommend, taking a stroll down the new promenade.
Yes, absolutely, especially now that the weather is kind of cooling down. And before, it was like way too hot to be out there last week, but this would be a perfect week for it. So true. I wanted to talk about your time with the Fisherman's Wharf. How long have you been with the Wharf?
I've been with the Fisherman's Wharf Community Benefit District for 3 years.
Awesome. And why does it matter to you to be a part of this?
Well, working for the betterment of San Francisco is such an honor, especially as a local. Being able to give back to the community and the city that I love, and serving as a steward for much needed change.
Wonderful. Very, very cool. So I want to revisit Fleet Week real quick and talk about how people can get out there. Tell us what our options are if someone is watching today and they say, oh, I need to go see Fleet Week. How can they do it?
Absolutely. Well, one of my favorite places to watch the air show is Aquatic Park near Ghirardelli Square. It's right there on the beach. You can see the Golden Gate Bridge. You can also catch a bay cruise with Red and White Fleet, Blue and Gold Fleet, San Francisco whale watching tours, and adventure cat sailing. You'll get front row seats to the thrilling aerobatics, and it's going to be a great show.
So cool. Will you spend Fleet Week out there?
Absolutely. I took the day off tomorrow for it.
Wow, fabulous. That is so fun. Anything else we should know about the Fisherman's Wharf that's coming up in the future?
Just the promenade, and we have just a lot of exciting things happening with the port that we're working on. So
Wonderful. It has again been so fun to see it change over the years, decades really, that I've lived in California. It's just been so cool and so fun that you're a part of all of that.
Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. And to all the military members that are out there this weekend, we just want to say thank you to the Blue Angels.
Yes.
They're going to be doing some fabulous work, so we cannot wait.
I do have one last thing, Rachel. Have you heard of the Selfie with a Sailor campaign?
I have not. What is it all about?
Well, this is a fun way for people to acknowledge our service members and also to share your Fleet Week experience on social.
Wow.
So if you see a sailor, snap a selfie and post it on social with the tag Selfie with a Sailor Fleet Week SF.
Ooh, Selfie with a Sailor.
Yes.
I love it. That is the perfect way to celebrate. Cecile, thank you so much for coming on today.
Great.
All right. Well, to learn more about Fleet Week and how to go and get in on all of the fun at Fisherman's Wharf, head to liveinthebay.tv. Coming up next, KRON4 just unveiled a new look and sound for our 75th anniversary. We're taking an inside look at the history of the channel and what went into creating the new refresh that represents the people and the places of the Bay Area. And as we get headed out to break, you can still answer our question of the day today. Just scan the QR code on your screen. Today we are asking, what is the most unique travel experience you have ever had? Let us know now, and your answer could be read a little bit later in the show. But don't go anywhere. Live in the Bay, we'll be right back.
More moments are made at home, so why not enjoy them with new flooring and countertops from the Floor Store? You'll discover the newest styles and trends from Northern California's largest selection of flooring. Give your kitchen or bathroom a makeover from our collection of natural stone and quartz countertops. You're going to love your moments at home. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale ends Tuesday, up to 50% off store-wide, no interest for 18 months and no sales tax.
What begins as a small water leak can cost you a fortune and damage to your home.
Flow by Moen detects and displays even the smallest leak. In the event of a burst pipe, Flow shuts off the water to your home to prevent any serious damage.
Our home insurance company required us to install Flow by Moen.
And we're really grateful to have it because it gives us the peace of mind that when we're away, our home is safe.
For a limited time, get $175 off installation of the innovative Flow by Moen. Go to mcplumbing.com.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm definitely not ready.
If your worries include a malfunctioning garage door or a desired upgrade, Right Way Garage Doors is here to make those concerns disappear. Click the link or call us today for a free estimate.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Renew MD, medical aesthetic skin and body treatments for all skin tones. For more information, go to renewmdwellness.com and receive 20% off Dr. Setty's medical grade skincare line with code LIVEINTHEBAY20.
In honor of KRON4's 75th anniversary coming up this November, the station has unveiled a new look and feel and revitalized the sonic and visual brand that honors its rich history while embracing the future. This is a commitment to enhancing emotional connections with the Bay Area through powerful storytelling. Here's more on the history and the story behind the new graphics change.
Graphic design creates and arranges visual elements to communicate a message effectively. In our tech-savvy society, almost everybody does some kind of graphic design these days. It can be as simple as adding text to a social media image or adding color to a spreadsheet. Just like TV and technology has evolved since KRON's beginning in the basement of the Chronicle in 1949, so has KRON's logo and graphics. In 1995, KRON's former marketing VP, Rick Swanson, led a rebrand to mark KRON's 50th anniversary.
We completely redid the entire television station. New graphics, new music, new attitude. We tried to establish ourselves as a community leader as well as a news leader.
KRON surged to #1 in the ratings, with the 4 leading the way.
The 4 is distinctive because it mimics the tower of the Golden Gate Bridge. It was more than just a channel number. We wanted to create a logo, and so we put it inside of a red circle. When you see that circle 4 on a white truck with a red background, there's no question about what television station just arrived at the scene.
In 2023, KRON's new marketing lead started working on a rebrand to be revealed this year for KRON's 75th anniversary.
We really want people viewing the new KRON brand as something that they can reflect on in their past growing up with KRON, and also introduce new viewers to an exciting new brand, one with great pace, one with great history, and one with great connection to our local Bay Area.
KRON's got a circle with a 4. Everybody knows both of those shapes. The 4 is based on the bridge. So we knew going in that this was going to be a circle-based package based on the iconic logo that they already have.
KRON and Nexstar worked directly with award-winning designer John Barry on the rebrand.
John Barry was an easy choice. KRON being a station that innovates, John's designs are innovating. It's fantastic work, and we had to work with John on our new brand refresh.
I want the package to reflect San Francisco. I wanted it to feel like a part of the community. I've always believed like a news open should be a love letter to the community.
KRON color palette is red, black, and white. We wanted to reimagine it as a more local palette, but keeping the iconic KRON colors. We introduced several new colors: Carl the Fog, Cable Car, Wine Regions, and the beautiful blue of the Bay. These are all now reflected in the new graphics package we call Circa.
And here it is for our 75th anniversary, KRON4's new Circa graphics package.
Very cool. I love the way this looks, and it's even cooler to hear the story behind it, where they pull these colors from the wine, from the bay, the blue that you see there. It's very cool just to hear the story behind the station and why they make the choices that they do. And such a rich and fun history that we are so excited to be a part of, and really honored to be a part of here at Live in the Bay. To learn more, you can visit our website at KRON4 at KRON4.com. Of course, with a new look, there's also going to be a new sound. Stephen Arnold Music was selected to refresh KRON's sonic 4-note band, preserving the history while also integrating some modern elements. He is known as one of the most prolific composers globally, and here's more on what went into creating a fresh new sound that honors 75 years of KRON's legacy.
I'm loving it. When words and pictures aren't enough, a sonic brand captures our emotional connections to places, moments, and events. They're part of our everyday experience.
Some of the sonic brands are so embedded in our psyche. We've heard it so much through childhood and young adulthood that you can't tear away from it. It's just part of who we are on a daily basis.
Live from the news leader in Northern California, News Center 4 at 5.
During its 50th anniversary, 25 years ago, KRON's former marketing VP, Rick Swanson, spearheaded a rebrand that reflected the station's mission in the Bay Area. He turned to composer prodigy Michael Boyd.
He just nailed it. he created a theme that had a very distinctive sound to it. It was lively and energetic, and it had this opening 4 notes that really was a fanfare that said, hey, KRON News is about to come on the air. Dun, 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 dun. KRON zoomed to #1 in the ratings. Nobody could touch us. Nobody even came close. And I really think it laid the groundwork for the KRON you see today. Still serving the community, still reflecting the creativity and the values and the physical beauty of the Bay Area on KRON. I think that all of that time, 25 years ago, set the table for the KRON you see today.
Yeah, y'all should have Snoodle on beat 4. No, so you'll be done.
This past year, Stephen Arnold Music was tasked with refreshing KRON's 2-decade-old Sonic brand while preserving the legacy of 75 years of trust in the Bay Area. Stephen Arnold Music is recognized as the most heard, least known composers in the world, with compositions heard daily by over 1 billion people worldwide.
What's unique about KRON Sonic brand is it's been in the Bay Area for decades. And given that it's KRON's 75th anniversary, it seemed like the perfect time to bring it back into the market.
The trend these days is to keep costs down and use a computer program to perform a new score. But the team opted for a fuller symphonic sound.
It's the live instrumentation that you just can't replace. You know, real instrumentation is nothing like it.
Composer Mac Price made sure it all came together.
And of course, we accent all of those in the piece when we orchestrated, put all the sounds together, the guitars, percussion, the live orchestral instruments, and then the synthetic work we do around it to give it some real punch and some real excitement. And the open does that pretty well. If you're at home and you're preparing dinner and you hear that logo come on, the news, you know it's time for the news to be on.
It's back better than ever. KRON's signature logo, also known as KRON's Sonic brand.
Very, very cool to hear the history and learn all about it. Who knew that so much goes into a sound that you hear on the news? I didn't even know all the people it takes and the big effort, team effort it takes to make that happen. It is so, so cool. And I also want to point out, speaking of sonic sounds, we just heard the Blue Angels finally flying over and practicing outside. It is Fleet Week here in the Bay. Such an exciting time, and here on KRON4. To learn more, you can visit our website, KRON4.com. When we come back on Live in the Bay, we are taking a look at the highly anticipated film with Timothée Chalamet playing an iconic music star's rise to fame. We'll have a look at the trailer for A Complete Unknown. And as we head to break, we all want to put our best skin forward. Here is Dr. Simran Sethi with your skincare tip of the week.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sethi with your skin tip today. Many people think acne only occurs in your teenage years, but you can have acne as an adult. Now, it's important to recognize that it's caused by different mechanisms, and you have to treat it differently. Common causes of adult acne in women include polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is very hormonal. It can also be a sign of rosacea, and rosacea actually is very different and hard to diagnose in skin of color. The reason I'm bringing this up today is because if you are in your 30s and above and are experiencing acne, but you did not have acne in your teenage years, then there is something that needs to be worked up, checked out, and treated differently than regular acne. Seek a consultation with a physician so that you can understand the cause of that. And to learn more about skincare, please visit my website, renewmdwellness.com, or my podcast, The Skin Report.
More moments are made at home, so why not enjoy them with new flooring and countertops from the Floor Store? You'll discover the newest styles and trends from Northern California's largest selection of flooring. Give your kitchen or bathroom a makeover from our collection of natural stone and quartz countertops. You're going to love your moments at home. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale ends Tuesday, up to 50% off store-wide, no interest for 18 months, and no sales tax.
Renew MD, medical aesthetics, skin and body treatments for all skin tones. For more information, go to renewmdwellness.com and receive 20% off Dr. Setty's medical grade skincare line with code LIVEINTHEBAY20.
What will you do when the power goes out? Power outages can be unpredictable and inconvenient, but with a Generac home standby generator, your life goes on uninterrupted because you'll have power when you need it the most.
The number one thing to prepare for is extended power outages. Don't make it so hard on yourself. Have a Generac home standby generator.
And special financing and low monthly payment options are available. Call or go online now to request your free quote. Power your life with Generac.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the
Welcome back into Live in the Bay. I'm Rachel Maurer. Still to come today, it is the company supporting small businesses in Oakland. We're chatting with the creators of Town Love Box. And our friends from Kuali are bringing the spice to the show. We'll chat about their salsa business that brings authentic flavors from Mexico. But first, let's see what you had to say about our question of the day. Today we asked you, what is the most unique travel experience you have ever had? And I told you about the time I went to Alaska. It was so much fun, and we did some ice climbing. Let's bring in our first viewer answer. William from Facebook said being on a cruise to the Bahamas and being to both sides of Niagara Falls. That is so cool, William. I love this answer. Niagara Falls is beautiful. Howard from Facebook said the incredible experience of sailing the South Pacific with the U.S. Coast Guard, traveling from Honolulu to Hawaii to Samoa and the Cook Islands. And Mike said a trip to London, England. Thank you so much for all of your answers, Mike. You can always scan our QR code to send in your answers to our viewer voice question. Thank you so much to everyone who sent in your answers today. These are such good ones. We really appreciate hearing all of your opinions every single day here on our show. So please scan the code and send your answers in. A Complete Unknown, starring Timothée Chalamet, tells the story of Bob Dylan's rise to fame in the New York 1960s. We get to take a look at his movie coming up.
You trapped all the way from Minnesota. Why is that?
I wanted to catch a spark.
If you're traveling in the North Country Fair,
I say no one wants to hear what a kid wrote last month.
Well, I like your songs.
where the winds hit heavy on the borderline.
Who wrote this?
He did.
Remember me.
How about that Joan Baez, folks? She's pretty. Sings pretty. Maybe a little too pretty.
If you go with snowflake storm, where the rivers freeze and summer ends.
For anyone who's gonna hold your attention on stage, you have to kind of be a freak. You can be beautiful or you can be ugly, but you can't be plain.
To keep her from the howling winds.
When's the new album out?
Soon. 200 people in that room, and each one wants me to be somebody else. And they should just let me be.
Let you be what?
Whatever it is they don't want me to be.
I hear Bob is playing electric.
Not on our stage, he isn't.
Oh my God, it's Bob Dylan.
Once upon a time, you're just so fine. Then you.
Well, this is gonna piss some people off.
You came here with nothing but a guitar. You never talk about your family, your past.
People make up their past, Sylvie. They remember what they want. They forget the rest.
I want to know which side he's on.
I'm not sure they want to hear what I want to play, Johnny.
I want to hear it.
How does it feel?
Turn it down!
Play loud.
Make some noise, BD.
To have you on your own.
Wow, so cool and so impressive, all of his singing. I had no idea he was such a good singer. Maybe other people saw that in Willy Wonka, but I don't know if I got that far in the movie because I fell asleep. But yeah, such a good singer. That sounds like such a good movie, and I definitely have to check it out. A Complete Unknown is going to hit theaters on Christmas Day, of course, December 25th. Got to look at that one. All right, when Live in the Bay comes back, we are supporting small businesses in Oakland in a very fun way. We're chatting with the co-founder of Town Love and telling you all about their boxes. And KRON4 and Jacob Palmer are standing by with the top deals at the best prices in this week's Epic Discounts. Take out your phone and get ready to take a picture of the QR code. You can scan, shop, and save with the help of consumer resource bestreviews.com.
Hi, I'm KRON4, and this is Jacob Palmer, and we're back from bestreviews.com. Don't forget to take out your phone right now and scan, shop, and save. It is fall. It is discount time. Amazon's getting in on it. One of the products that they really sort of highlight is some great appliances for the kitchen. Tell us a little bit about this.
So what we have here is the Cosori Turbo Blaze 6-quart air fryer, and it is awesome because number one, it will help you make delicious, efficient, and healthy meals for your family. Number two, it's small, so it won't take up a ton of space, but it's got a large capacity, so you can still make large meals.
And I can get my kids to eat Brussels sprouts, which makes it a powerhouse for sure. They also have really great beauty products on sale, and one of them is by CosRx. It's a favorite of mine. It is a snail mucin essence, which sounds a little more complicated, but it actually really gets into the Korean skincare trend. And this is gonna help really reduce fine lines and wrinkles. It's gonna give you that glow back. Next, we're gonna talk about something that's gonna save you time and money in the kitchen.
So we love this product in the Best Reviews testing lab. It's from Full Star, but it's so great because it makes it very easy to be able to chop, dice, basically manage all of your vegetables, but then also it's safe, and again, you can throw it in your dishwasher when you're done, and it's one less thing to worry about when the meal is over.
Music to any mom's ears for sure. All right, next we have a gold standard in terms of a brand, Dyson. They make great products. This is the V8 vacuum. Tell us about it.
So it's that time of year where folks want that big brand name and they really want to treat themselves to it. And we love the Dyson for pet owners, especially. As you can see here, it breaks down and is smaller so you can use it in the car and clean up after your kids, after your pets, or whatever.
I do love my Dyson vacuum. Let's take a look at all these products again. Make sure to unlock these prices, take out your phone, and scan, shop, and save.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale ends Tuesday, up to 50% off store-wide, no interest for 18 months, and no sales tax.
SFPUC Southeast Community Center is hosting a fall bazaar and free movie night on October 12th. It all starts at 3 p.m. with more than 30 local craft vendors and food trucks. Then the outdoor movie screening starts at 7 p.m. featuring Disney's beloved film Coco. See you there.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time, or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the
Welcome back in. Oakland is a city full of amazing stories, local talents, and hidden gems waiting to be discovered. That's why 2 residents decided to create Town Love. They're unique gift boxes that bring all of the wonderful elements together to celebrate the vibrant community. And here to share more about this exciting initiative and her vision today is co-founder Kim Bardakian. Kim, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
Welcome.
so much for having me.
This is so exciting, and it is brand new, right?
Yeah,
when did you start
just
this?
launched a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
So we are fresh and excited to showcase it to everyone.
Wonderful. Tell me about how you and your co-founder came up with this cool idea.
Nicole is her name. Nicole and I are longtime Oakland residents. So longtime residents, both passionate. And of course, we all know what's happening on the news. Sometimes there's always not such positive news about Oakland. But we know, as many people who live in Oakland know, that there's so many good things happening, good entrepreneurs, small businesses. So we said, how can we put our talents together and create something? She's a graphic artist, as you'll see her work all on the box and throughout. And then with my marketing ability, we said, let's come together. So we just launched, and we're excited to share this with so many types of people. It doesn't have to just be one audience.
Yes, absolutely. This is good for, it seems like, anyone, for gifts, for coworkers. So what was the vision in like who this would be typically for?
Sure, we see it 2 ways. Your first, of course, is more of the corporate. We think it'd be great for realtors in Oakland. You know, here are the keys to your new home in Oakland, and here's a great gift box. Celebrating the best of Oakland. And it could be HR professionals. Maybe there's a new hire. Maybe there's someone gets a promotion. It could be for event planners. They want to give it to people coming into town. So that was one of our niches. But then, as we all know, everyone in Oakland's super passionate about it. It's a great, unique gift to give. You can have it shipped. If you go online at townlovebox.com, you can have it shipped, and they'll have it in time for the holiday. We're taking pre-orders right now.
Okay, fabulous. This is just such a good idea, and I love that she did the illustrations.
All of it.
Because they are so pretty. On the outside, you've got some...
iconic Oakland. Yeah. We have the Fox Theater. We have the Fairyland Key, the Oakland Tribune.
Cool.
So we wanted to really showcase Oakland in vibrant colors and what we know and love.
Very cool. I love it so much. How did you pick, because there are so many good people to choose from, whose products to put in this box?
Yes, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. There are 2 things we want to make sure. We want to make sure we represented diverse founders, and then also our different neighborhoods. There are I think almost close to 100 neighborhoods in Oakland. So we want to make sure it's not just from one neighborhood. So from East to West Oakland to Fruitvale to the Hills, we wanted to make sure we represented founders from those areas. So this is more of a snack pack right now. Who knows where we go in the future, where we're going to go. But inside, I'm going to start with what we made sure that we had some facts about Oakland. So even before, on top of the box, when you open it, we designed a fact sheet. So it's a 2-sided fact sheet. We want you to learn fun facts about Oakland, movies made in Oakland, famous Oaklanders. So we thought that was important. We put a map in there. We put a QR code to visit Oakland, the Tourism Bureau, because maybe you want to know where to eat and reside. Then we also have great coupons, 2 free tickets to the Oakland Roots, our soccer team, next year at the Coliseum. So that's a $60 value right there. A beautiful cocktail at the Claremont, a Fairmont Property Hotel in the Oakland Hills, and a discount to the Oakland Museum. Again, we want people to get out into the community too. And then finally, of course, our products. So what we have here, Red Bay, we have a cold black coffee in a can. We have Granola Gurus, some delicious granola. One of my favorites is Peter's Kettle Corn, and we have the Oakland Mixed. It's addictive, I'm telling you right now.
Okay, it looks really yummy.
Yeah, and then we have a couple jams in there, little small jams. That's my jam. And then finally, we have the Oakland Fortune Cookie Company, which we put in some special fortunes about Oakland.
Cool.
So this is it. And then if you need to carry it.
Yes. We have a bag. You've thought of everything.
We have tried to think of everything. So we have the Town Love Oakland bag if you need to take it away or just bring it to the local farmer's market or whatnot.
Yes, especially since you have to bring grocery bags everywhere these days, which is wonderful.
Show your town love.
Yes, this is so cool. Here's the bag right here. I'm thinking, as someone who just moved here, this would have been so helpful for where I was going to live, because it's so hard to know where to go for fun, where to go to eat, what companies to buy from. It's so daunting when you've just moved somewhere.
Absolutely. Like you would be a perfect person to have it. And so that's the type of thing. We're trying to target, as I said, 2 different audiences, but for people that are new into town or new hires into town. And we just feel like it's a great way to explore, taste, and experience Oakland, which there's so much beauty in Oakland and not everyone knows. So this is just, we're putting Oakland in a box, at least one box at a time, trying to change the image as we can.
Very cool. I believe you are. This is wonderful. Real quick, how can people get these if they're interested?
Absolutely. We hope they're interested for a unique holiday gift. We are doing pre-sales online. So if you go to townlovebox.com. So townlovebox.com, and you can order and place where you want it shipped, and we will have it shipped to them by the holidays, the first, second week of December. And also, if you cannot wait, we have it at a retailer in Montclair Village in Oakland. It's called Pelago. If you go to Pelago, you can buy it today.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kim. This is such a great idea. Thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Hey, to learn more and to get your very own Town Love Box, we'll have a link on our website. That is liveinthebay.tv. Coming up after the break, we continue celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month with a Latino-owned award-winning salsa business. The CEO of Kuali is here, and I get to taste some authentic Mexican flavors. Cannot wait for that. As we head to break, here's a look at what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4. Stay right there, Live in the Bay. We'll be right back.
Girls, pizza night at Grandma and Grandpa's.
It smells like Grandma's. Do we have to go?
We understand, honey. They're not coming.
The smell?
Yes.
Time to call Bayshore Plumbers.
Experiencing sewage smells? It's time for a full crawl space inspection of your home's plumbing. Bayshore Plumbers are the Peninsula and South Bay experts who will have your home free of smells.
Pizza smells great. Yeah.
And so does the house.
Thanks to Bayshore Plumbers.
If your home has a smell, call the experienced team of Bayshore Plumbers. Schedule your inspection today.
Walk into the floor store and discover Northern California's largest selection of carpet, hardwood, tile, stone, and waterproof flooring, all in stock and ready to be installed. Our in-house designers will be with you every step of the way, and your flooring will be installed in days, not weeks or months. Get your new floors now and skip the long wait. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale ends Tuesday, up to 50% off store-wide, no interest for 18 months, and no sales tax.
What begins as a small water leak can cost you a fortune in damage to your home.
Flow by Moen detects and displays even the smallest leak. In the event of a burst pipe, Flow shuts off the water to your home to prevent any serious damage.
Our home insurance company required us to install Flow by Moen.
And we're really grateful to have it because it gives us the peace of mind that when we're away, our home is safe.
For a limited time, get $175 off installation of the innovative Flow by Moen. Go to mcplumbing.com.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time, or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5CHAMPS. Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time, or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5CHAMPS.
Welcome back in as we continue honoring Hispanic Heritage Month. Today, we have a Latino-owned artisanal salsa business bringing the bold, authentic, and unapologetic flavors of Mexico in every bottle. Here to share more about their journey and to showcase their award-winning salsa, we have CEO of Kuali, Janine Cruz, and salsa maker, Rodrigo Cruz. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is so fun.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, we have so much to taste, but I want to first hear your story about how this all got started. What was it?
How did we start?
So I'm from Mexico City, born and raised, and I remember cooking next to my mother. And always when I moved to the Bay Area, looking for something like more artisanal, more authentic flavors. And why not to kind of recreate my mother's recipe and the salsa, you know, and share with you.
So for years, people suggested, like, you should sell, you should sell. So eventually, during the pandemic, we decided to give this a try.
Wow.
We took to social media, Instagram, and we said, we're doing this. Who wants to buy? And that's how we started.
Wonderful. I think that's so many people's stories. You had time, and it's like, why not? Why not try something new? We have a photo of someone here, so I have to ask, who is this?
This is my mother, Melly.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Melly is your
Melly,
name?
that's her name.
Wonderful. I love how we honor her. That is so, so cool. Tell me a little bit about what we've got on the table today.
Exactly. So we're really excited because this year we won the Good Food Awards. We were in Portland, I believe in June, to receive that award. And this is for, there's the medal. It's for our classic salsa macha. That's like our best seller. That's the star. So everything from the sourcing of ingredients, the way that we operate our business, the ethics behind what we do. That's why we received that award. And it's also what you're going to try today. And then we also locally received Best of the East Bay, Best Locally Made Food Product like a month ago. So that's also very excited because Oakland and the Bay Area has been so supportive.
Very cool. And I want to know how it felt when you received this award. I mean, what was the feeling for you?
Amazing. I think we never expect, but the fact that, you know, we have amazing product that you can pair with all kinds of food, and just to have the honor to recognize the brand and the flavor, I think it's pretty cool for us.
Yeah, so the Good Food Awards was a national award. So it went through a blind tasting. There was like 2,000 entries. So we were a little, when we got that email, we were like, oh my God, we won!
Yeah, it's like unbelievable.
Exactly.
Wow, so exciting. You said that the Bay has been very welcoming and very responsive to this. Can you go through that a little bit with me? How have people responded? Have people started reaching out like crazy that they want your salsa? How has it been?
Exactly. So everything from like the pandemic, strangers showing up at our apartment. Literally, like every Friday on the sidewalk, I would meet strangers, hand over bottles of salsa to stores reaching out saying, we want your product, and everything from even like what we're featuring today, this amazing sandwich from Ollie's, also another local store owner who wants to feature our product and support us in that way.
Very cool. How fun for you guys. What a journey. I want to talk about the salsa specifically now. We have two different kinds here, right? So what's the difference between these two?
So we have the classic flavor is paired with pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. It has a medium heat, more smoky flavor, more profile on the smokiness. We have the second version. It's made with peanuts, and the blend of peppers is a little bit more spicy. That is fantastic flavor.
Ooh, yummy. I can't wait to try. And which part of Mexico is the recipe from?
Mexico City.
Mexico City. Okay, so fabulous. So we have a sandwich here also. Now, I think salsa, I think like chips. But you guys were saying that it pairs really well with all kinds of food. So what kind of food do we typically eat with this?
So traditional pairings would be something like a pozole, a menudo, so like a fried egg in the morning. But I also want to give people the idea of like, what can you do at home, and something perhaps a little bit more like American. Ollie's is a cheese shop in downtown Oakland, and so she's been pairing it on this baguette sandwich. So sometimes she'll do an aioli out of it. I believe this one just has like the spread of the salsa itself, and so once you try it with like the meat and the cheese and another aioli that it has today, it just makes sense. Also on a cheese board, it makes a lot of sense. We love it with goat cheese, like on a cracker, something more simple. There's a shop in Oakland, also a bagel shop, and she adds a drizzle of that, poppy bagels as well.
Fabulous. Okay, I want to taste it, and I'm going to ask you a question before I take a bite and have you answer while I'm chewing. So you said that you have now a more permanent location right in the Ferry Building. Tell us about that while I taste here.
So you can find us at the Ferry Building, Farmers Market, every Saturday from 8 to 2, and also online.
Yes, we are online, cualisalsa.com. And then at the Ferry Building, you get to try what we do is the salsa macha, the chili oil, but also our other more traditional fresh salsas, like a roasted salsa verde, salsa roja, like curtidos. There's like more of a variety there.
Wonderful. You do it. Okay, I love it. I was going to say, you do it all. I love it. My mouth is like still trying to sense the flavors. So delicious, not too spicy.
Not too spicy.
But, so is this the most spicy one? What spice level did I just taste?
This is the most mild.
Most mild? Okay, well, that makes sense. I don't think it's too spicy, but there is a kick. There is a kick in it. So it's delicious. I think it's perfect on a sandwich, and it's like in an aioli form. So good. Perfect. 10 out of 10, guys. Thank you so much.
much.
All right. Well, to learn more about Kuali, we will have a link on our website. That is liveinthebay.tv. Thank you so much for being here today. Stay right there. After the break, we'll have a look at what's coming up tomorrow on the show. But first, here's what you can catch tonight right here on KRON4.
More moments are made at home, so why not enjoy them with new flooring and countertops from the Floor Store? You'll discover the newest styles and trends from Northern California's largest selection of flooring. Give your kitchen or bathroom a makeover from our collection of natural stone and quartz countertops. You're going to love your moments at home. The Floor Store, your Bay Area flooring authority.
Our fall sale ends Tuesday, up to 50% off store-wide, no interest for 18 months and no sales tax.
At Cresco Express, we've had the opportunity to work with so many first-time renters working on exciting projects at home. We hope that you, like our loyal Cresco Express customers, now realize just how much you can do on your own, given the right tools and just a bit of instruction. Our Cresco Express team loves sharing in the success of do-it-yourself victories.
I'm Chris Smith, president of Cresco, and if you need it, Cresco's still got it.
Now hiring. Check us out at CrescoRent.com.
Young Zoe was born to be a champion because even as a kid, she had a thirst for knowledge. Each evening, Zoe's late-night reading took her on a learning adventure. Today, Zoe applies her wealth of knowledge to all of her repair calls for service champions. Because of our well-trained technicians like Zoe, we can make the guarantee that we'll fix it right the first time or it's free. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5CHAMPS.
Are you or someone you love struggling with addiction? Align Recovery Centers is here for you. Our holistic approach focuses on your mind, body, and soul, providing the support needed for lasting recovery. Our experienced counselors offer a healing and safe environment to explore the truths of addiction. With detox, residential, and virtual treatment options, we tailor our programs to your individual needs. The journey to lasting sobriety begins at Align Recovery Centers. Make the call today. Visit AlignSonoma.com.
Tomorrow on Live in the Bay, the talent of singer Dee Dee Simon and her amazing run on America's Got Talent. She's got a voice you do not want to miss. Plus, the clothing company creating custom fashion designs that mix culture into your wardrobe. That does it for us today. You can find today's show on our website, liveinthebay.tv. Today we had so many wonderful guests. Of course, it is Fleet Week in the Bay. Fisherman's Wharf has some of the best places to view those air shows, so you got to get out there. And we also saw Town Love boxes celebrating Oakland. Plus, speaking of Oakland, we've got Kuali salsa here that I just got to taste test, and it was so, so yummy. You have absolutely got to try it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Thursday, and we will see you right back here tomorrow for Friday. Have a good day.